All right, we're back. This is Jack with Bonfire Locks, bringing you guys 4 more picks, this time in the MLB for Wednesday, August 27th. As you can see here, we had a decent day yesterday. Schwarber shot out our DFS play of the day. He almost hit a home run in the top of the ninth, which would have been incredible, but he missed it, pulled it too far right. Bryce played phenomenal. Starling hit his in the bottom of the eighth, which was great. Free pick hit with a boom home run. I think that was in the top of the seventh. And then the VIP picks were tough. Phillies were winning, and then they lost the game, then came back and lost it again, which is tough. And the Nationals, I don't know what they've been doing. They just have not been doing anything. So a little bit of a bounce back today. The day before was tough, but after we had won like 4 out of our last 6 DFS picks, so it was bound to get cooked. But it's all right. We have a lot going on. We got NFL coming up, college football coming up. So check out the college football picks for Thursday and Friday. I made a video on that. It's pretty long, but check that out. It goes in depth on all the games. So you're going to want to hear about that one. And yeah, let's get into the picks. That's what you guys are here for. So first pick we're going is Trevor Story over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. You can see here he's at up and down the series against the Orioles. I think the Red Sox have won both games so far. You see here, for some reason, Outlier doesn't have the most recent game posted. I'm not sure why. But he's played up and down. But there's a left-hander on the mound for the Orioles. He's not that good, which I think gives a great spot for Story, being a right-handed hitter. I think he'll play well. He also, he has a lot of bounce-back games, so he'll do well, drop off, do well. So I think this will be a great spot. I think it is a good spot for the Red Sox overall. So if you're kind of leaning on a line, I would take the Red Sox in this game. But first pick, we got Trevor Story over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. And the next guy we're going is Corey Seager over 2.5 hits, runs, RBIs. So you can see here, he was playing great and then dropped off, hasn't done much. I believe in yesterday's game, he did get 4. From what I remember, he had 4 hits, runs, RBIs yesterday. But I see him playing, having a good game today. You can see here, I don't even know how to pronounce that. Kokonowitz. I'm not that great with names. Kokonowitz, he is a right-handed pitcher who has a 6 ERA, and he has a 9 against the Rangers. So, I think this is a great spot for Seager. Of course, he's a left-handed hitter. They're at home, gets 2-3 hits, knocks in a run. I think I like the Rangers a lot in this spot. I think this is a good game for them. They have a good guy on the mound. Who is it again? Yeah, Latz. Latz has played well against the Angels. So our second DFS pick, we got Corey Seager over 2.5 hits, runs, RBIs. You can also take him on the alt line. You can take it at 2 or 1.5 isn't bad. It's only -135. If you want to drop it a little bit lower, you can take -1.5. But I kind of like juicing it a little bit, get it up there, because for the most part, he either doesn't get it or he hits 3. So figured, might as well take the juice. It's good odds there. But again, if you're putting it in a DFS, if you're taking it straight up, definitely go over 2.5. But if you're taking it in a slip, you might want to consider taking it on a 1.5. Just food for thought there. Before we get into those, make sure to check out all the bonuses we have in the description below. Chalkboard, ReBet, Dabble, Wana, all these great apps for you guys to use, take advantage of. Use my code Bonfire. They'll give you welcome bonuses. Chalkboard and ReBet are both $100 matches. Dabble, they'll just give you a free $10 just for signing up. Wana, they'll give you $250 deposit match. So make sure you take advantage of all of these. Now, our last DFS pick of the day before we get into the play a profit pick of the day is we're going to Jock Peterson. Again, I always try to line the guys up that's bat somewhere in the order. He's played well. Had an off game yesterday, just 1 hit. But you see here, he's had 5 hits in 5 games. I'm not sure about the most recent game. I think he did have a hit. Again, for some reason, Outlier doesn't have the stats for yesterday's games yet. But yeah, so I like Jock a lot. I think him lined up right with Seager is great. And so that's our DFS 3 picks. Trevor Story over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Jock Peterson over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. And Corey Seager over 2.5 hits, runs, RBIs. If you're still here, comment Player Profit. Again, Player Profit is the best sports trading site. You sign up for an account, they'll fund your bank account. They'll not your bank account. They'll fund your bankroll up, and then you keep up to 85% of the winnings. It's great. I use it. I love it, especially do it for the football season. It is the best investment you will make in yourself. If you are betting, if you're new to betting, it's great because they have guardrails to help you kind of learn how to bet better. And if you're a big time bettor, you have a much bigger bankroll that you can work with. So it works for all parties. Now, the pick we're looking at is, I know a lot of times I've been taking kind of like the over in these games that I like, the DFS slips. This is actually different. I'm looking at the Rockies-Astros game. Let me go back. And what I'm looking at is the run line. So on the mound for Houston is Valdez. On the mound for Rockies is Dollinger. Now, I know he had a bad outing against the Astros. That's why the ERA is so inflated. He only pitched 2 innings. But if you look at, if we're going to move this up, I'm looking at 2.5 for the Rockies, right? So if we look at 2.5 for the Rockies, in Dollinger's games, he's actually covered this in 3 or 4 out of his last 5 and 5 out of his last 7, which is great. They're keeping the games close. You can see here, even when they lose, they're still covering this, which is great. It's what you want to see. On the other side, you look at Valdez. They have not come close to this line. That's a lot of red. They covered minus 1.5 here, and that's it. They are twice. They covered minus 1.5 twice. So 2.5 is great. This is actually one of our VIP picks last night that hit easily. Colorado won like 6-1. So people, sportsbooks overall are juicing the odds against the Rockies because no one will bet on them. So they have to juice the lines, and it's where you can get great value. So our player profit pick of the day is we're taking Rockies plus 2.5. I took it earlier. That's why I'm not placing it right now. I already placed the pick. But yeah, so those are the picks first. Again, Trevor Story over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Jock Peterson over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Corey Seager over 2.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Then our player profit pick of the day is Rockies plus 2.5. Made it all the way here. Hit like, subscribe, comment, and join our Discord. Free month of VIP. Yeah, let's get into the NFL season. Make sure to watch the college football game where I give you the best picks for Thursday and Friday night games. And I'll be posting the weekend games later today. So have a good one. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.